this bearing in here, where it says SX, whatever the hell it is, this bearing or the front bearing can go out. Okay, and if they go out, what happens is your clutch wobbles on the spindle here. Okay, especially on these aftermarket clutch pulleys. This is a clutch. This is your clutch pulley, which splits apart. If this inner yellow spring gets weak, then what happens is this is what changes your gears, the yellow spring here, from first to second gear, or low to high. If this gets weak, what happens is your motor goes into second gear too quickly, and you lose power because your power band is not correct. So we want to look for any kind of leakage down here, and you want to have a lot of oil in here, down here. You want to look for any problems, and if you notice right there, see what that is? That right there is your belt. That's where your belt is stretched, and it hits right there. It also, as you can see, this is the Kickstarter. The belt has also been hitting right here on the top. That's why I've shaved it. And on the bottom, I've shaved this too of the Kickstarter. You can see the belt is hit here and right here. They just do that. And then on this back thing, this one's all chewed up. So, but your motor can tell you a million things if you just take the time and look. And remember, after you get your motor cleaned up to where you want it, and you want to feel in there and see if there's any leaks. No, there's no leaks. But after you get it where you want it, clean everything up. Because after you clean it up, if you go to tear it down again and you find a leak somewhere, it wasn't there, you got a problem. Especially on these high performance motors. That's just from an old man's point of view, because I don't like to keep doing things over and over and over again. I like to on my little bike, but I want to try and get it to run as fast and as most powerful as I can and efficient, but I don't want to half-ass it. I don't want to Mickey Mouse it, and I don't want everything to go haywire. That's American for all fucked up. So things don't look really too bad right there. Remember, on this drivetrain of grease and oil, do not go in here or near the bells or in here. The only place grease goes is inside this bearing race right here. And you have to get a book to figure out how to take them out. But what I'm going to do next, this is what I do next, okay? I put this on, I use this and a hammer. I put this on the ground right here. Now this is on here really tight. What I'll do is I'll put one foot, one of my heels right here, and one right here. Then I put the 39-inch wrench on there, okay? Now I take my hammer and I go whack, whack, whack until it gets just slightly loose. Now once it gets slightly loose, that's fine. Because then I'll put it in the cage up here, like this. It's hard to do one-handed. And I will twist this in until I compress this. And all I have to do is compress it just a tiny bit, and this bolt or this nut right here will spin off with my hand. After this spins off, I just unloosen this, and this will all come apart. I will put on my new spring, and then I will compress it all the way again, put the nut back on, then I'll put this back on the ground, use my wrench and my hammer and give it a couple of whacks and tighten it up. So this clutch compressor tool, it cost me a little money. I don't say what my parts cost, but this has really helped me because you can put your eye out or something if you try to do it by hand. A lot of builders do it by hand, and I guess if you're younger you can do it, but me, it's just way too much hassle. Okay, we're going to tear this down, take a look at it.